everyone, and welcome to Drawing Prompt 64! Get it? The Nintendo's? Okay, anyway. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, a single. Island Paradise. Oh yes, this is going to be fun. Oh, I want to do ants! I can't do ants. Okay, here we go. So like I said in the intro, I really wanted to do ants because I already had a vision of an island covered in ants doing all sorts of things, making a barbecue, swimming, building the sand castles, chasing after crabs, laying out in the sun, just all sorts of things. But I'm trying my best not to do ants in the prompts as I banned them a while ago. So I went ahead and did some people on the island doing different things, but I really just wanted an island jam-packed full of different people doing a lot of different things. So the first island I drew way too small, or I drew the people way too big. So I drew the island again and drew a lot smaller people doing all sorts of things around the island. I just wasn't sold on this idea of an island with lots of people on it, and I just couldn't get the idea of doing an ant illustration like this out of my head. So I had to completely scrap the idea and do something completely different for this prompt. In the end, I settled with a sort of floating island instead of an actual island in an ocean because I thought it would be a lot of fun to play around with and just something different than the normal regular island, I guess. So I got the idea of doing different elemental islands, which I am realizing I fall back on a lot. If I do multiple illustrations for a prompt, I feel like I always go, okay, let's see, earth, okay, fire, water, snow. But you know what? I really like them because you can get different compositions with them, and I really wanted to play around with bright colors on this one. So I did a digital sort of mock-up in Photoshop to plan out the colors because I really wanted to make sure these were really good because I was excited about these illustrations and I wanted the colors to be bright, I wanted these to be very colorful, and I really just wanted them to be much different than my usual earthy kind of bland tones. They're not bland, they're just muted, I guess. I don't really like bright, colorful things, but for some reason, with these floating islands, I thought they would just look really good if I put them with very bright colors. So I was very hyped for that. And I realized that it looks like a highlighter lime green in the video. It is not highlighter lime green. I guess I don't know how to use my camera yet. I've had this dang thing for 6 months at this point, and I still struggle to use it, so no, that is not a highlighter green color. That's actually more of like a lime green sort of color. Anyways, so for the first one, I just wanted to do a regular sort of grassy island where this bird is exploring. So I guess the idea is that this bird is on vacation because when I think of a paradise island sort of thing, I think of someone going on a cruise or just someone on vacation. So I decided to put this bird on an adventure, and this bird is exploring different islands on, I guess, a vacation sort of thing. And I do realize that in island paradise, you normally think, I guess, tropical island, but I figure, you know what? Everyone has their own sort of idea of what their own paradise is. So this bird could have, I guess, a very adventurous sort of mindset. So any sort of island and region could be a paradise to it, you know? So yeah, that's my excuse for that. And of course, it wouldn't be an illustration of mine without some sort of little hidden thing. So of course, I put this little cave at the bottom of the island, and there's this mysterious black figure creepily watching the bird. I thought that was just a fun little detail. I really like to put fun little details you can just kind of look for in an illustration. I just think it's fun. All right, so that's my first illustration. So let's head over to the second one. So for the second illustration, of course, I did have to add sort of a islandy, watery type of island because I really did want to play around with floating water. I really just wanted to play around with that sort of transparent water that you can see the island through, and I also just, it was going to be fun. It was going to be fun. Also, with the water in the ocean, I thought this would be a really good opportunity to put a different sort of background color because, like I said, I really wanted to focus on bright colors for this one. So it being an ocean, I thought having a very bright and colorful sky sort of sunset would be the best. So of course I had to play around with doing a digital mock-up, and I loved the way it looked because it just seemed so beachy, so oceany, and I loved it. That pink to orange sky with the blue just looks so good. And I loved playing around with these bright colors and all of these gradients. It was just so much fun. It's not often that I let myself go crazy with colors like this, so I just really enjoyed it and Can you guys believe it? I love this prompt. I'm so happy with this prompt. So I can't decide if this is my favorite one or if the grass one is my favorite one, but I think I'm gonna have to go with this one because it's just so dang cute with those colors. And the water just looks so cool being transparent. And what can I say? It's just so good. See, this is why I cannot allow myself to like my art, because then I can't shut up about how much I like it and just say how much I like it over and over. You guys wanted this, so you're getting it. So if you couldn't tell, obviously this is the bird going fishing. So since it is an island paradise, finally, the bird is going fishing. We've got that mysterious figure this time in the water as a giant creature. So I guess even though I gave that excuse that everyone has their own personal paradise, I did end up doing an ocean paradise, so I don't know. Did I forget that I did that? I don't know. Either way, the water effect looked so good layering the different colors, and wowee, I'm just really happy with this one. It's just so good. I wanted to make sure I packed as many little details as I could into these illustrations because like I said, when I get really hyped about an illustration, I just make sure that I put all into it. So I did want to make sure I put a lot of little hidden details in there, like little barnacles and starfish and shells, a fish skeleton buried in the sand, and in the end, I like this one. Do you like this one? Okay, let's move on to the third and final illustration for this prompt. I saved the worst for last. Alright, so it wouldn't be a Kasey video without some sort of negativity, right? So of course there's always one out of a set that I don't like, and of course this is my least favorite illustration of the bunch. I knew going into it that I just wasn't going to like the end product of this one that much because I really liked the first two and I felt like I really had to push myself to get a third one. Now I could have stopped at 2, but it just felt wrong not having 3. 3 just seems like it fits together. So as you can see, I went with a sort of darker color for this one, and I made it a lava island because volcanoes are fun, lava's fun. I was sort of torn between a snow island and a lava island, but then I thought, well, snow's just white, and I thought that might be kind of boring. So I ended up going with the fire one. But then after I finished my illustrations, I thought if I did snow, I could have done a penguin, and I could have done a different sort of bird on each island because it would be its own personal paradise. And then I just wanted to kick myself because that just sounded like a really cute idea. But oh well, I'm still very happy with the outcome of this prompt, so whatever. Another idea for another illustration. Something I really wanted to focus on, which I played around in the sort of digital color blocking, was that I wanted to make sure that this island had a sort of red glow to it. Because all of that lava is falling down somewhere, I feel like it's probably pooling up under it, so I feel like there would be this red glow from under it, creating not really a shadow, but just sort of this red, dark light coming from under it. I don't think I made the shadow red enough, not as much as I made it in the digital version, so it didn't come out quite as I was hoping it would be, but you know what? I still kind of like it. And if you didn't notice the little sort of cave under it, just kind of like the first one, there's a cave with a creepy little face sticking out because it's cute and creepy. So with the lava, usually I think lava is more of a yellow color, but I kind of wanted this piece to be darker than the other ones, and red is still very bright and colorful, and it's just darker than yellow. I didn't want yellow because the yellow would also kind of, I feel like, conflict with the color of the island itself because it's sort of like a yellowy light brown color. And although the bird probably isn't really thinking that this is its personal island paradise and it's flying away as the volcano erupts, you know what? The little buddy in the cave, maybe it's his island paradise. And that is the third and final illustration for this prompt. Here's a poll, let me know which one is your favorite, and I'll see you in the end card. And welcome to the end card. I couldn't help but notice that there were far less entries than usual in this prompt. Now, I don't want to say I'm disappointed in you guys for not pushing yourself to draw something that you aren't comfortable with, but I do want to see you guys pushing yourself to draw things you aren't comfortable with. So don't be afraid. I'm happy that you guys are pushing yourself to draw But anyways, let's look at the two featured artists. We have Witch's Doodle Boy, who did a really cute illustration of a tractor that seems to have gotten itself in a pile of slime. And I guess the witch farmer is having trouble with it. And I don't know, something about it just seemed like it could be such a part of a story. Like I could see this witch farmer doing things on the farm, and it's so cute. Like what sort of magical witch farm problems does she have? I love it. And then there's Magnificent Mongoose's drawing, which actually is very similar. We have another witch character looking at this blobby slime character, and holy cow, this little slime guy is so cute. I just love the glowing on it. You can just tell that this little slime guy is glowing. Its face is so cute, and they're just looking at it like, what is this? I love the little guy. So once again, thanks for entering, and I can't wait to see what you'll do with Island Paradise. Bye!